Hi and welcome to another training video, and in this session we'll be learning how to create and access elevation and sections in our model. To begin, we will learn how to open existing elevations that are present in our model. To open an elevation, simply do a double left click. Again, do a double left click. If you were to click on the body of the elevation, nothing will happen. So remember, there are different spots of an object that you need to click on for Revit to process the function or tools. Another method to open your elevation or section is through the project browser, floor plans, ceiling plans, 3D view, elevations. That is how we access the elevation view of our project. We will now learn to create sections in our model. To create sections, navigate to the View tab, and under the Create section, there is a Section tool. The shortcut for creating a section is SV. The section requires 2 points. The first point is to specify the head, and the second point is to specify the tail. Simply do a left click and a left click. I will also create a vertical section in my project. View, Section, specify the head, specify the tail. To open a section, simply double click. Double click. If you were to click on the body of a section, you will not be able to open the section view. Now, let's click on the section in your project. You will notice Revit provides you 2 small blue circles when you select a section. This allows you to drag your section extents. You can even create a break line in the middle of your section. To see the extent of your section, simply click on the section and you can follow the blue dotted lines. In the section, you will be provided with 3 arrows to adjust the size or your view range. As much as possible, ensure that the view range is representative of your section icon. If you created a section facing the wrong direction, simply click on the section and use this Flip Section button. Again, wherever you create a new view in Revit, you can always find it in your project browser. Section 1 and Section 2. We have come to the end of creating the section, and next we're going to create elevations in our model. We will now be creating interior elevations. The process of creating exterior or interior elevations is the same icon or same tool in Revit. It's under the View tab, and under the Create section, you will find the elevation icon. Simply do a left click. When you move your mouse into the middle of your rooms in a project, you will see that Revit always tries to find the closest wall. Simply place your elevation down by doing a left click. Escape twice once I created or finished creating an elevation. You will notice Revit only creates an elevation to a particular direction. To create elevations of different directions in your room, simply click on the body of the elevation. You will notice some of the elevations are unchecked. Simply check all sides of the elevation. Now you have 4 interior elevations of a particular room. You can access the elevations that you have recently created again through doing a double left click. You can see the extents of your elevation by simply clicking on the elevation once. This is the boundary, which Revit provides you a drag arrow. You can view outside the room using this circle. So we have finished creating elevations and sections in our model, as well as accessing them as and when we want to open the view. Next, I need all of you to go to one of your elevation view. We need to organize or tidy the information in our model. When you open the elevation view, you will notice that your datum may be in the middle of the model. If your datum is in the middle of the model, simply do a left click on one of your datum, and you will notice you have again two small circles which Revit allows you to pull and extend. Always try to keep the head of your datum on the left side. Also ensure you leave a gap between your model and your datum. Next, do a dimension for all your datums in your view. If you forgot how to create dimensions, please review the previous session training videos. This is a typical standard required from our industry. Ensure you have do this for all elevations in your project. Always have a dimension between all your grids in the project as well as an overall dimension between the first and last grid. Before the end of this session, make sure you created or and adjusted all your sections and elevations in your project.